Hi guys, this is Snapcraft and welcome to the Series of StarCraft English commentary. This is once again gonna be a guaranteed to be epic, awesome game handpicked by me, released early for those who support me. If you've supported me in the last 30 days, you're gonna be having access to this game via a private playlist that is mentioned in the video description. If you have not, you just watch this game released a little bit later with the others. There are 4 ways for you to support me. They're mentioned in the video description. If you're an American citizen, just use Zelle to send a couple of dollars, dimes to my Zelle account. Otherwise, if you are non-American, you can use your PayPal account, your credit card, or you can just hit some buttons to buy me balloons or whatever on the YouTube subscription plans, or the Patreon account that I have mentioned in the video description. And anyways, you can think all about all of that stuff when you have time. And let's dive into this game right away. This is gonna be a PVT. The map is retro. You can see the bottom right corner of the screen. 4-player map that's gonna get phased out soon, and yeah, that's kind of a pity because this map we've seen some epic encounters between the various players. We haven't watched any Stork games lately. I'm a big Stork fan. The Dinotoss is of course one of my favorite games. My favorite player from the T-Bag Lee Sang days. Of course, Jangbi is my all-time favorite player, but he's not returning to StarCraft anytime soon, so I'm gonna make my life content with just the presence of Stork and some other Protons players. Yeah, in Stork, of course, sometimes he's got his stroke of geniuses, but usually he's a little bit too old, too grumpy, too slow to kind of play against the kind of newer players such as Mini and Snow. And yeah, Light is another strong player. He's always been consistently in the top 3 in terms of Terran players, together with Rush and possibly sometimes with Royo as well. But Terran usually these days don't fare that well. I mean, they fare nicely as a team together, but in individual performances, I don't think Light is anything that is very much spectacular. But this game is guaranteed to be freaking crazy, wild, wacky adventure, guys. So please, fasten your seatbelt. Return your seats to the original positions. Do not smoke or drink. Do not bring outside food. Close the window shutters and refrain from using electronic device because you're gonna need to focus your whole 125% attention to this game, guys. Looks like Stork has discovered his enemy's presence at the bottom right of the screen. He's gonna do a little bit of pestering work against the SCV. Light is gonna try to scout counterclockwise. No, he's gonna go right across the map, going for cross-map scouting towards the top left corner of the screen and not able to discover his enemy there. So that's very interesting. And let's see what is Light's reaction coming up next. He needs to make a decision against the top right and the bottom left. I mean, this is a 50-50 chance. And he's okay. Looks like Light is returning with his SCV. Not scouting the top left, so that might be something of importance later. It looks like Stork is going to be sending his first Dragoon out. He's also getting ready to expand. He sends a probe down south to actually put in some minerals here, and he's going to return to mining at the high ground. At Light's expansion, we have 3 Marines and SCV getting ready to put down a bunker. Wait, what? Looks like this SCV is returning after missing to scout the Nexus and the probe, guys. This is hilarious. And we're already having Stork first Dragoon coming out, and it's gonna start to attack the Marine. The Vulture's gonna chase the Dragoon away. Looks like 3 Marines have started to step forward to apply a little bit of pressure against the Dragoon. This Dragoon is severely damaged. He's not taking several shots. At the last minute, Stork is gonna back up. But wow, look at Light's SCV still fumbling in the dark, going towards the bottom left of the screen. Behind this, Light's already expanded, so that's fine. But lacking the information is gonna kind of be very irky for Light. He must be really pissed off that he's not able to find his enemy. He doesn't see anything at the bottom left, so he's not gonna have to return towards the top right now. 2 Dragoons got to attack here, and the Vulture's got to move out, and we have something blocking on that ramp. Looks like this Vulture is not able to get to the Dragoon's gonna need to get on the high ground. Looks like 2 shots, 4 shots, and 6 shots. The Vulture dies. That's really unfortunate for Light. Already he's on a wrong foot here starting this game. And look at that SCV from Light. I mean, we're at the 4 minute and 30 second of the game and Light doesn't find his enemy's location. I mean, this is like a new game on ladder, guys. Remember those games back in the days before the Gosus when you don't know what the map looks like and you actually send probes to random location to find expansions, but actually there's nothing there. and your probe stops in the middle of the night because, you know, actually that space is not a land space, it's like a freaking air, you know, airspace that, you know, SCVs and probes cannot get to. I mean, we're seeing that kind of situation right now. Light is denied scouting. I mean, now he can only assume that it's a quick expansion. I guess not a quick expansion, just an expansion. Not so sure how fast. But we do have, you know, some more forces coming up for both the players. Looks like Stork is going to be going for fast Reavers. This is interesting. I would prefer to see him to go for more observatory play kind of style, which will lead the game into a longer game. This Vulture is going to get on the high ground. Dragoon is going to try to deny it. Very, very nice attack. On this side of the map, looks like Light is going for second factory. Stork is going for double gateway as well. We're going to be having the engine bay coming up, and the add-on is spinning. Not so sure for what. Now, Light is one of those players who like to go for this kind of early pushes with a few tanks, 4-5 Marines, and 2-3 Vultures. Let's see if he's going to try to attempt that now. We're going to be having 3 pylon blocking the area. It looks like this Vulture is going to get on high ground. It's going to try to lay a mine, I think. Yeah, it lays a mine. Can Stork have the missed chance working for him? He gets very, very lucky here. The Vulture is so much dead, but at the last minute it was saved by Light. So very lucky for both the players. And yeah, looks like Light is waiting at home. The engineering bay is completed. We're going to be having a turret getting planted down. That's a nice location for a turret. Very annoying to fly in that middle area, and if you are not careful, you're going to be losing the shuttle a little bit later. Looks like this Vulture might lay some mines here. Second turret is getting created in the main. Yeah, the mine's getting created, and Light is just defending tightly with his 3 tanks. His Stork has yet to expand. I'd like to see Stork expand now. You need to kind of over-expand. Playing against Terran these days, anything looks like the shuttle starts to move out with something inside the cargo, maybe the Reaver. Yeah, start to move out, but it looks like Light is doing his classical move, guys. He's coming out with 2-3 tanks, 3-4 Marines, and 2-3 Vultures, and this is gonna be looking scary here. Starts attacking. Engineering bay is spawning that shuttle. That shuttle is flying towards the choke here. Some Vultures are trying to return. No, it looks like Light is gonna continue. Looks like the shuttle's gonna get to be careful here. The shuttle is gonna land a Reaver in the corner. The turrets get destroyed. 2 Vultures that pop at the right moment here. Vultures attacking the Zealot. The Zealot need to back up a little bit here. We're gonna be having 5 or 7 Dragoons, you know, in that area. What is Stork's plan? He's kind of holding this high ground position and doing nothing here. Vultures are hiding in the back. Zealot's getting on the southern side, and he's gonna start to attack the SCVs. The Dragoons attacking against the tank here. We have 7 Dragoons against 3 tanks and 3 Vultures. Zealots start to attack some SCVs. Dragoons are pulling back. The number of Marines are thinning out, and the Reaver need to make itself useful in the corner here. SCVs are gonna start to do some moving shots against the Zealot. These 5 Dragoons are gonna go to destroy everything, and the SCV is gonna get destroyed against the turrets. So the Stork's gonna try to take out the turrets. The Reaver is gonna do one more shot against the turret. No, it's not to attack the Vultures. The last of the Zealot dies. One more tank dies, so the game kind of stabilizes both the players, but Stork has not expanded. He's gonna try to land here at the expansion. Looks like the Reaver is not gonna do any shots because the tank is sieging already. We're gonna be having a switch to carriers from Stork now. You can see the double Stargate getting created in a very, very secret spot at the top of Stork's main base. Is going to try to go in here. There's already a turret. We have an armory spinning in the corner. Stork, I think in this moment, needs to decide to back out here. 3 Vultures start to get the high ground advantage. At the 3 o'clock position, looking for some probes to kill. And finally, Stork is getting ready to take his expansion. At the 12 o'clock position, we have the Shadow getting sniped by the Goliath. The Goliaths don't have the Chariot booster, so their range is not so far. So Stork barely escaped by the skin on his teeth. He's going to kind of try to come out and deny these 3 Vultures from doing any kind of harassment. The Stargate is done. Stork needs to click the C button on the Stargate to start to make the carriers. We're going to be having Dragoons attacking these Vultures. They're going to try to get on the high ground, but not successfully so. So for the time being, both the players are kind of stalemated. Remember, Light has not, I don't think Light has built these scanners just yet. So he's kind of in the dark about what his enemy is doing. Of course, he can suspect carriers because which Protoss player would go for this expansion this late of the game? And we have a single probe. It's going to get sniped. This Vulture would die. So trading 1 Vulture for a single probe after it's already built the Nexus is not a good trade here for Light. 75 versus 50 minerals, right? Anyways, this Vulture is going to try to come around and try to find more of high value targets, but it's gonna be met with a scouting shuttle. Very, very nice. So strong to see that. And yeah, for the time being, we're gonna be having Light to stay exactly where we have a hidden command center. I guess not really hidden, but at 6 o'clock position, looks like Light is gonna build something there. Looks like 2 Stargates are blinking now, so Stork is gonna be able to make his carriers. And Light is, what is his plan? I mean, he's got no information, so he needs to actually make the scanners and trying to play against what Stork is doing. He's moving out and claiming this open area outside of his expansion to cover for 2 bases at 1 to 6 o'clock and the 5 o'clock base. It looks like Stork is not in a hurry to attack this area. He's got no forces anyway. He starts to saturate his new base. So both players going to be playing on 2 bases here. We are at the 10-minute and what is it? Something was cancelled there. Maybe a second add-on was cancelled. Yeah, we're going to be having 97 supply for Stork and Light 77 supply here. We're going to be having an observer that sees his new base. Very, very nicely placed observer. SCV is getting transferred towards that base, and Stork can start to think about the next base, I think, at this point. Okay, we're going to be having the SCVs in the corner. Okay, building double something there in the corner. Okay, double starport being built in the corner here. SCVs are kind of missing their queue and not able to put their minerals inside of the box or something like that. Anyway, so we'll be waiting around, and that observer is nicely placed at the last minute. The command center completes, and Light is going to be to resume mining. More observers coming out to check for the station. Vultures trying to start to lay some mines against any kind of incoming shadow and reavers. That observer is sniped. We have the third scanner coming up, and we now have the third Stargate. 2 carriers are available. This observer is going to fly right to every goddamn thing and see the starport. Wow, what a nice investment by Stork here. We're really having the cancellation. Okay, double cancellation. What are those things? I mean, one of them is a starport. Not so sure about the other building. Maybe a starport as well. So triple starport built by Light, completely revealed, and he's gonna cancel and make what, an add-on and maybe a science facility there in the corner. But this annoying observer needs to pay the price. But I mean, it's fine for the observer to die because he is already paid out 10 times the value of his life, guys. I mean, the amount of value that Stork can attribute to that information that he just gained was just immense. And the fact that Light was cancelling some buildings and like losing some time, losing some lost minerals is also nice. Anyway, Stork 128 supply, Light 105. The game is progressing nicely into the mid and late game stages. Looks like we're not going to be having the classical sense of, you know, carriers versus, Xenot and High Templar versus a lot of tanks and vultures and Goliaths. We're going to be having carriers. An observer is there to see that Stork has lost double reavers and a shadow. That's really unfortunate. Stork is expanding to a very annoying location, a 9 o'clock position. He's gonna have a hard time to hold it, I think. I mean, this base is very close to the Terran base, but let's see what Light does. He's not scanning that area just yet. We're going to be having army moving across from each other. It looks like Light is going to try to attack the 12 o'clock base. And, Stork is going to move down south with the rest of his army, and Light backs up. So a game of cat and mouse between these two players. Another carrier was made there. Nice scanning to check this area, and looks like we're going to be having tanks sieging on the low ground. One observer getting sniped. Carriers start to attack the engineering bay and some random turrets in the corner. What is Light's response? You need to press and take out some bases here. Stork looks like he has one unit handing out at the top left of the screen. Maybe he's going to try to take a hidden base. But at the last place, we're going to be having tanks and Goliaths attacking the 12 o'clock base. What is Stork's response? Will he return with his carriers? Or will he initiate a base raid? He continues on with the attack. 2 Dragoons on the position to try to attack the tank. And the tanks are unsieging nicely. Tanks attacking from the low ground. We want tank dino, and the tank was saved at the last minute here. That's really unfortunate. We're really having a kind of a small base where Stork is attacking the main. Dragoons moving against minefields. Not very good here, but Stork is destroying some infrastructure with his carriers, which is great. Light is to start to produce a lot of Goliaths. These Dragoons are wasting their lives attacking the tank line in the front. That's not very good. Light is rebuilding something in the corner there, maybe an engineering bay. And looks like the rest of Light's forces are returned. Light is slightly supply blocking. More reavers starting to get created. Starting to saturate his new base. He's got a hidden base at the top left on the screen as well. We have 4 Goliaths that just got produced here. The carriers are attacking nicely. But they will need, I guess, more interceptors and just more carries in general. These both need to kind of stop positioned. We're going to be having the carriers getting sniped. 1 carrier down. The Goliath's number is around 4. And 1 more carrier is going to be falling. Maybe Goliaths are still attacking fiercely. Looks like the carriers are going to reshuffle towards this other side of the map. Xenot attacking against the tank siege. And we have a nice reaver shot against those Goliaths. But that reaver was sniped at the last minute here. The tanks are attacking nicely. Carriers are trying to take out these Goliaths. The tanks and the Goliaths are on the low ground. They don't have vision of the high ground area, so the carriers have a slight advantage here. 2 vultures get on high ground, and so now Light has got vision of that area slightly. But at the last, it looks like those vultures were sniped out. And we still have just 3 Goliaths remaining, and tanks are unsieging and returning to their home bases here. So Stork has saved this base for some time. He's got nothing. I mean, his only functioning base is that 3 o'clock base because his main is possibly almost mined out, and his expansion also very close to mining out. So we shall see. These tanks and vultures are going to try to take out the 12 o'clock base for good here. Stork is returning. I'd say Stork can try to attempt the attack against Light main base once again with Reaver support this time. It would be great here. Looks like both the players are checking for the left side of the map. He might see some hidden bases in that area. One Keris is very close to getting destroyed. The Goliaths need to be in position in the main as well to support. And yeah, looks like Light is gonna try to attempt to take this base out once again. I mean, we only have a single Dragoon on the high ground to protect, and that's not good. Looks like we're gonna be having a single Reaver out here. Dragoons are getting stuck on the ram. Goliaths are buying so much time. That single tank is doing so much damage against Dragoons moving on the high ground. Goliaths need to attack here. Keris in position. They're gonna be, you know, kind of protected by this ridge, and we're gonna be having a Reaver returning into the area now. The tanks are gonna be on the high ground. How many carriers can get sniped here? One Reaver landing in the corner. They're gonna get some 6 shots. That is a beautiful shot. The Shadow coming out to sacrifice himself against the Goliath. Indeed, the Shadow is gonna be dying, but we only have 5 Goliaths on the high ground remaining. That Nexus is gonna get sniped, though. Not very good for Stork to lose that last Nexus because he's gonna be running out of minerals. I mean, he's still got 1400 minerals in the bank, but he needs to have a lot of interceptors getting created now. And these tanks are gonna under siege and they're gonna lose their lives. One by one, Goliaths on the low ground cannot do a goddamn thing. Supply wise, after that attack, Stork 114. What the heck do we have here? We have a science facility with some kind of crazy add-on. We haven't seen that for a long time. Is that, what is that, a covered ops or something like that? I don't know. I don't even know the name of that building. But anyways, we're going to be having more characters coming up and a hidden base at the top left of the screen. Now both the players are going to be scrambling to get the hidden bases up and running, guys. Especially Light. Light need to get as many hidden bases as possible. Now Stork has got 8 carries, possibly 9 attacking this base, but taking this chance, Light's gonna do a counterattack against the 9 o'clock base. This is the only remaining functioning base, I think, for Stork. The Reavers need to hide in the corner. Dragoons attacking from the north side here. Probes running and attacking as well. The first cannon comes online. Carriers are gonna get sniped. One carrier getting sniped in the back, but slightly unfortunate. Stork is not paying attention. These 3 tanks are gonna do a lot of damage against the base. Stork might just cancel that base and go somewhere else. It looks like we're gonna be having some ghosts created by Light. That's freaking hilarious. Nice scan to see how many mirror patches remaining inside of Stork's expansion. Stork's gonna try to attack these Goliaths now. Only 4 Goliaths remaining, which is nice, but he gotta be wary as to the Ghost, because what can Ghost do? Nukes, right? But besides nukes, they can do lockdown and other crazy stuff. So we shall see if Stork is able to kind of spot the new tech switch. That's a lot of barracks getting created. Goliaths making themselves on the high ground. His Stork still had the high ground advantage. Only 5 Goliaths. The tank's gonna try to take up this base here. How many factories remain though? Because I mean, Light doesn't have enough factories to produce Goliaths. He's got only made maybe 2-3 factories. He's gonna make another factory on the low ground here. Yeah, only 2 factories remains. We're gonna be having 2 hidden command centers at the 10 o'clock position and the 11 o'clock position. A lot of Goliaths only on the low ground, not able to do anything. I think Stork needs to focus his attention on sniping out the command center, man. And maybe some critical buildings like the starboard. Alright, we have a single Goliath on the high ground. It dies because Light was not able to find that weak unit. And anyways, we're going to be having carriers attacking. And we have a what? Is that bad mannerism or what? We have a single interceptor that was locked down. Just to really reveal to Stork that I have locked down, right? I mean, Light is so much ahead here. At least he thinks it's ahead. Anyways, looks like carriers going to try to encroach towards the southern, the lower territories, now the lower lands, and attacking. That's add-on. Goliaths are still very few and far in number, and we're going to be having once again Goliaths getting destroyed on the high ground. Tanks start to move on the high ground. This is a mistake by Light. Stork still got forces on the high ground, and tanks are not really sieged. And now we're going to be having the last of the turrets on the low ground getting destroyed. Stork is like I said, need to focus on attacking the critical buildings. Okay, looks like Light is trying to rebuild his entire base. He makes a replica of his base at the top left of the screen because he's got a lot of minerals remaining. Let's see what is Stork doing. He need to maybe think about some strategy. He's gonna split up his carriers in 2 forces here. One force focusing the attention on the command center. The other force is gonna check out critical buildings in the main. So that might be a nice idea. A lot of ghosts are getting created. What is Light's plan? I mean, now Stork sees the area. He's gonna try to snipe the barracks, the science facility. One tank is gonna get sniped. One tank in the back is gonna get protected by their tank. Stork's got only 5-6 Dragoons remaining. He's gonna try it very hard to attack here, and he's able to take out some Goliaths, some tanks only, but not successful. Anyways, these looks like these barracks are completely discovered. They're gonna get sniped here. We're gonna be having ghosts running around. What is Stork's plan? Is gonna snipe some ghosts here, but Light's presence at the top left is almost established. He's got 3 factories. He needs to build some engine, but he needs to start to build some turrets. SCV is getting transferred right in the face of the observer, so Stork knows exactly that his enemy is there. We're gonna be having a lot of turrets getting created now. So what is Stork's plans is moving his entire carrier group to that area. He's got 6 carriers moving there, and Light has got how many turrets? 5-6 turrets, some ghosts, And also some Goliaths. We're going to be having a carry getting sniped here. Props getting kind of, sweet and comfortable with the tanks as well. So Stork needs to use every single movable unit that he can get to snipe things. One single lonely Zealot that just came out of unemployment. What the heck? He was like, you know what? I was just trying to hide in the corner, but now, my master found me. My social security number is still active, so I need to go to work. Anyways, one nice lockdown against that carrier. So we only have maybe just 5 carries remaining. One more goes in the back, but it's not doing its job. What is it doing? Light not really going for the lockdown, and now that carrier is kind of weak here. So it looks like Light need to focus attention of the Goliaths on that weak carrier that's been locked down. He's attacking what? He's attacking some other carriers. I don't really, believe that is a good move, guys. But anyways, looks like only one Goliath remaining. What is Stork's plans after this? Destroying every single turret in this area. We have some reinforcement from the southern side. Maybe we're gonna be having some purple dot moving across the map. Looks like inside the main, Stork is destroying the expansion as well as the main. Looks like this lockdown carriers finally get sniped. We have 3 carriers on the low ground, but this area is breached. This area can no longer be held. Turrets are not getting created fast enough, and Goliaths coming out of the factory is not fast enough, and Light is supply blocked. Light is supply blocked. You need to kill SCVs. You need to send every single SCV towards the top right on the screen to take out those buildings, because Stork doesn't have any more pylon. Stork is running out of pylons. He's got observers everywhere, but no pylons. Anyways, this command center is going to burn down together with the Comsat station. These 3 factories are still alive though. Light is rebuilding supply depots in random location. He's only mining out of the 6 o'clock position and possibly the 9 o'clock position. What is going to be Light's respawn? He's sending every single force, every single human beings in the Terran Confederacy towards the top right to try to take out the last pylons and maybe the Stargate. Stork's got 478 minerals remaining, but he doesn't have enough pylon to make things. He's out of pylon, so he's out of psi as well. He's gonna try to destroy these factories, and he needs to return home to save his base. Oh my god, we're gonna be having 3 Goliaths and 1 Ghost. One nice scam, but observer nicely placed. The Goliath's gonna try to target the attention on one of the weaker carrier. Stork snipes a single Goliath. He needs to kind of transfer the weak carriers to the backside, and he loses another Goliath Light, but he was able to snipe a carrier at the last minute. This Ghost is gonna do a nice knockdown, but before it was able to do any more damage, the Ghost dies. That was a critical move, and now Stork can return to that area with some of his carriers to try to stake out the forces. You're gonna be fast enough? I don't know, because the tanks are quite strong. They can take out buildings very quickly here. Looks like only 2 factories remaining at the top left of the screen, and a hidden command center going at the bottom left. We have an armory getting recreated at the 6 o'clock position. So now Light's plan is just to mass making Goliaths and hide them away from plain sight. He's got a single factory that can produce Goliaths. He's got enough supply depots, so he's gonna not to have to worry about that. So we shall see what happens next. Looks like these supply depots are being very nicely placed. We have a single Ghost in the area. Come on, do your lockdown thingy. He's not locking down anything, and he gets destroyed at the last minute. Carriers arriving at the 6 o'clock base. So those supply depots will get destroyed. We have a single carrier in the back, so gonna get destroyed. It's very close to dying. Will it get saved? Looks like Stork saves his carriers. This 6 o'clock base is getting sniped as well. A lot of SCVs are dying left and right. Light has got enough Ghosts for a lot of lockdown, but he needs to have real army to kill the carriers, not just the Ghosts. The Ghosts can only lock down, and their attack are so slow. Anyways, the weak carrier is going to be hiding themselves in the back. The armor is going to get sniped. This game is freaking wild, wacky, and wicked. If you like this game, feel free to buy me a coffee. The link is in the video description. I'm going to continue on with the commentary now. Looks like the 6 o'clock position is completely busted. This new command center, what? Was cancelled. Light needs every single mineral patches he can get, and he's gonna try to send every single goddamn thing towards where, I don't know, maybe the top left, maybe the 9 o'clock position. Looks like all of the carriers are returning to those areas. Those carriers are so slow, and Light was still not able to create a nice defensive position against them. So that's really unfortunate. Anyways, this barracks gonna get created, and Stork will take it out. We're gonna be having carriers attacking. Needs to be super careful. There are 5 Goliaths and 2 Ghosts. They're gonna be hiding on this ridge and attacking some of the Goliaths. Why are the Ghosts not making the use by going over there and locking down some units? I'm not so sure. Anyways, nice scan. Light is forced to remake his scanners as well, because his only functioning scanners is at the 6 o'clock position. So that's not good. Anyways, gonna be having more attack on these units. And alright, we still have 3 factories in this area. Stork's gonna try to take them out. Stork, how much minerals does he have? He's got 478 minerals. He's gonna destroy some factories. Ghost trying to get on the high ground. Light trying to recreate the turrets, which is nice. These carriers gonna try to snipe the last of the Goliaths. Gonna try to attack against the turret line here, or maybe snipe the armory. Goliaths get on the high ground. 5 Goliaths, 6 Goliaths, and 2 turrets. The carry is going to be hiding in the corner. What are they going to try to attack? They're going to try to snipe as many Goliaths as possible, but not able to do so. Snipe the SCVs instead, man. He does goes and snipe the SCV. The game is still not yet over. We're at the 24 minute and 23rd minute of the game, 23rd second of the game. Stork 49 supply, Light 21. Light is down to the last minute of patches. One more Goliath gets sniped on the low ground. What is Stork's plans here? Oh my god, he's got converging carriers from both sides here. Attacking from the north. One carrier is gonna get, what is that building called? Lockdown, right? And one more lockdown, but reinforcement from the southern side is gonna take over. We're not seeing it on the screen just yet. Now we're gonna be seeing one Goliath remaining, 0 ghosts remaining, every single unit die, only turrets remaining, and this position is busted. I mean, Stork was so lucky to bust this position. He's busted so many positions in the past. The game ends now. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to buy me coffee, the link is in the video description. Have a good day and see you soon. Bye bye.